Somebody also hit me say that this is going to end up a federal situation. And like, if you really think about it in a certain way, if the address was sent to somebody and they were basically lured to a location under false pretenses, you've just committed a crime that's way beyond just randomly getting into a fist fight with somebody.
What I'm saying is the only reason that the feds probably won't, because it don't have nothing to do with it interstate. It didn't have nothing
right, but he drove from Vegas.
Ooh, Snitch 22 right now. Look at
in the video, he had a gun.
Snitchy putting these.
And what if the gun's illegal? And what if they could prove that the gun was shared?
Even
beyond that, right? Yeah.
He got felonies.
Boy, yeah.
Who's got felonies?
Luce got plenty of them.
Right? Yeah.
He got felonies.
Boy, yeah.
Who's got felonies?
Luce got plenty of them.
Luce
felon firearms.
Luce got.
You can't.
He's a felon.
Yeah. Oh, even beyond that, look at what city. We're not in Los Angeles. We're in an adjacent municipality. Things like this.
Tell Luce, hey, if you talk to Luce before I do, tell cuz I got 200 on the bizucks. Nigga, don't drop the soap. But
wait, what happened to out of jail?
It switched up. It's 2025, nigga. Them niggas wish police on me every time something happened with me, man. Oh, my mama go to jail, bitch. And Wack need to be your celly, nigga.
This ain't street dudes, this Brick Baby.
Yeah, that's Brick Baby.
That's crazy, man.
Nigga.
Listen, Patrice is cold now, man.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said it's ruthless over there.
Every man for himself. That's a fact. But if you come to my building and you commit a vicious assault,
I know what you're gonna do.
I'm right.
And I'm cool with that.
I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to stay on good terms with the police department in this area. I've never had a conversation outside of getting pulled over and having them spend 5 seconds saying like, oh, hey, where are you coming from or whatever. I never had a conversation with any cop in this city.
Over with, man.
Now, if it's gonna make my relationship with the local cops 5% better by me sitting down and just being like, listen, I'm gonna tell you whatever I got, you can take a look at the tapes, whatever we gotta do so that you feel extremely comfortable with knowing that I didn't have anything to do with this, then I'm gonna do that. And I'm resentful of you for putting me in this fucking position in the first place. Not the cops, the people who committed the violent act. And I'm even more resentful of the fact that you didn't handle it in a gangster way. The gangster way to do it is to do it, and then you go to every single one of your homies, say, delete that fucking footage, delete that footage. We will send loose cannon to your house to beat the shit out of you.
Because everybody got sides, you know?
Bro, imagine that turns into a murder investigation. What if this fool doesn't make it up out the coma? Relationship with the local cops 5% better by me sitting down and just being like, listen, I'm gonna tell you whatever I got, you can take a look at the tapes, whatever.
No, it ain't even that. This is something that could fuck up the place where we all make our money. So if a motherfucker got to figure out how to go about it and nigga clear that up to where Luce just gets sued by himself, then we do it now.
Flag on the play. See, what had happened was I was patrolling these YouTube streets and I realized that Adam 22 is responsible for what happened at Nojumper financially. So, allegedly, he has to build a federal case. He has to build a federal indictment against them or to cooperate with the authorities, right? See, because Wack100 is responsible for what happened to that man and those men when it comes to street laws and street codes. But Adam is responsible financially, right? And I know people might say, well, Luce Cannon, he didn't cross state lines with the firearm. Then you might say, well, he didn't bring him across state lines. Well, if he didn't bring him across state lines, where did he get him from? Did he get him from Wack? I want you to listen to this. What's this one?
Flashbacks, go away. Flashback, I'm gonna wanna have a flashback someday. Flashback, go away.
Hey, J-Rock just knocked me out.
Flashbacks, go away. Flashback, I'm gonna wanna have a flashback someday. Flashback.
Hey, J-Rock just knocked me out.
Flashback, go. Come see to get their tools, bro. Thank you all. Right. Talking about when they went to war, guess who they had to come see to get their tools, bro? Think you all know. Whack. Used to kill each other all day long. Crip nigga gotta come see me. And Crip on Crip shit. You talking about when they went to war, guess who they had to come see to get their tools, bro? Think you all know. Whack. And Crip on
the Crips with firearms. He said, when Big U needs something, the Crips with firearms. When Big U needs something, who you think he come to? Wack, right? So what is Wack? A pyro, right? And what is Big U? Ain't Big U a 60s? Now, what is Loose Cannon? A 60s. So regardless, it is a conspiracy going on at Nojumper. It is a federal conspiracy. Either you brung them across state lines, or you got them from Wack100 allegedly, which is still gun trafficking, because firearms are illegal in the state of California, sir, especially in the hands of felons.
Bro, honestly, all right, it's two more things, because I've been wanting to ask you, and since we not yelling, I can get this shit across. How do you feel about Wack100 separating himself completely from you and your actions at Nojumper? And you don't gotta speak negative on him, but it's just like, how do you feel about that? Because you on the island by yourself, and maybe you gotta bite the bullet because you the one that I'm gonna let you answer. Nojumper, and you don't gotta speak negative on him, but it's just like, how do you feel about that? Because you on the island by yourself, and maybe you gotta bite the bullet because you the one that I'm gonna let you answer.
Flag on the play by him asking that question. It's basically putting Loose Cannon at the scene of the crime, which we all seen the video of him. But by you admitting that that's you at the scene, it just helps the police case. You understand? It helps the feds by admitting to the crime. You know, although they might have camera footage, but you admitting that you were there, putting yourself there at a crime, this is going to be a slam dunk federal indictment.
Okay, so listen, we can say Wack is my guy, and he's a stand-up guy. Regardless of the fact is, if certain actions happen, I'm gonna take care of it. A nigga is from my enemies or whatever like that, and basically disrespected me. He had no parts of that. That's why he stood back. When we get into it, and Wax step back, he know it's time for me to handle my business.
Flag on the play. See, if you don't understand, Loose Cannon is a toy soldier. See, a toy soldier is meant to do one thing. You understand? And this is how you control a toy soldier. You know what I'm saying? Wack is like a coordinator. You understand? So this is how you control a toy soldier. You wind it up. When you wind it up with hate. You wind it up with anger. You wind up with vengeance, right? You wind it up and then you just let it go, right? And once you let it go, that toy soldier only mission is to fight, destroy, right? So allegedly by Wack100 stepping back, that was a go, right? That was the green light from Wack100 allegedly for Loose Cannon to become a damn demon, right? Because if it was a real issue, Loose Cannon would have stepped forward to address the issue instead of Wack100 stepping back. You understand? Just listen to what people, you have to understand how the streets operate and how bosses move. You understand? Some things are non-verbal commands.
When we get into it and Wax step back, he know it's time for me to handle my business.
Yeah, but essentially the problem wasn't too much with Loose Cannon.
No, it wasn't with Loose Cannon because I don't have nothing to do with it. But
when you dropped him, then you should have said, "No, it's hood." Cause I'm sick, so let Cud get up out of there. You let Cud do, you let Cud do all that. You let them niggas do all that, but now you can't make content at the building for a second. I believe that. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that that's everything in life, cuz, but at the end of the day, if you knock a nigga out first punch, blow, drop, cuz. Come on, we 60s. This is what we do. You know, nigga, man, get your bitch ass up and get up out of here, nigga, before I overdo you. Look, you could have upped whatever fake ass lighter you pulled out on cuz and made cuz skedaddle. Well, look, you could have upped whatever fake ass lighter you pulled out on cuz and made cuz skedaddle. Lighter you pulled out on cuz and made cuz skedaddle. Well, look, you could have upped whatever.
He said, you could have, you could have upped the fire on him, right? What's a lighter? A lighter is fire. You could have upped the fire on him. See, he's snitching. Like, Luce Cannon is snitching, but shit. Brick Baby snitching too, cause he said you could have opened up the fire. We all seen it, but admission is
lighter you pulled out on cuz and made cuz skedaddle.
Listen, you know what made me go harder? The nigga gonna ask me a question after he hit the ground and said, "What was that for?" Like, nigga, what you mean?
Wait, say what?
The niggas after he
say what?
The niggas after he wakes up off the ground, the nigga gonna say, "What was that for?"
Sucker punch.
That's what I'm saying. Why did you hit me, Luce? Cause you wanted some buka. How you feel How you feel about Adam calling you a fool for the actions that you
Adam, listen, Adam is my guy. So regardless of the fact is, Adam is a great media personality. So he had to make content. That's how he take care of his bills and stuff like that. Because I talked to Adam right after.
Man, it's crazy. Adam is lining them up right in front of their face. But they so ignorant. Those selective politics, straight up. Because they letting Adam get all kind of passes. But they beat the brakes damn near vegetable-ized somebody because they looked at him wrong or they said something wrong. You understand? You see the hypocrisy in all of this?
All right, so if the district attorney, because I had all this to the side, y'all was gonna do points and all that, but if the district do you feel like this is strong enough for the district attorney to pick up, or do you feel like they gonna keep it?
Listen, bro. If people don't understand, the California laws has changed. If somebody comes to you, your thing, you have a right to defend yourself.
Hey, baby, you wanna roll this? Go ahead.
Self-defense. That was
no matter what it is. Listen, if he want to sue, he can sue. But it's gonna be a long day in court because nigga, I spend every dollar that I got to make sure he don't got shit.
Yeah, come on, they can't see
it. All right. He
but
gonna take
that's just how it is.
Yeah, I hear you, but all right. So go ahead.
Answer this, right? Isn't the shit that you seen is regular shit that happens in the hood, right?
In the last part, you just said it. That happens.
Yeah. Okay, so
because when we meet in the hood right after this, or your hood, wherever we gonna meet, and we all agreed to meet.
As Nate say, we don't even have to speak about that because it's like really like in-house and it's real goofy.
So speaking about in-house with the exposers, girl. The chat talk about this is not a good look, Brick, and all that. Hey, listen, bro. I really could have gave y'all a shouting match and all that, but I'm giving it to him in interview form because this is what you got to understand.
Flag on the play.
On this content right here, is you better off shutting the fuck up. Because, nigga, you done said 4-5 different stories and none of them make sense. Speaking about in-house with the exposers. Girl. The chat talk about this is not a good look, Brick, and all that. Hey, listen, bro. I really could have gave y'all a shouting match and all that, but I'm giving it to him in interview form because this is what you got to understand.
Flag on the play.
you hear me? What I'm telling you is, on this content right here, is you better off shutting the fuck up. Cause nigga, you done said 4-5 different stories and none of them make sense.
Right.
Nigga, stop lying.
Bro, I just played two different stories.
Did you hear?
The first one was he came up there and talked about some content with Wack, and you got up on him. Now he said something about gangsters.
No, listen, it's the same thing. So, okay, so let's clear it up, right? If somebody walk up to you, he's telling us a whole different story. But
and if it do cross the line where we gotta handle something, we know that what really is gonna burn a nigga to where you gotta handle something. At the end of the day, we could pop shit all we want to, right? But on 6-0, we not gonna use Nojumper as the place to go finish our problems. We know where to go finish our problems. And nigga, I kind of get that from you, cuz, but I kind of get, bro, that you was trying to show off your fighting skills at Nojumper, bro. Nigga, you being the head of the IBM, or we not even gonna say it was the IBMs there. I'm gonna get
flag on the play, flag on the play, flag on the play, flag on the play. So according to Bricc, the IBMs is the one that put in that work up there along with Luce County. Right, Bricc? See, this is all federal. This is all federal, bro. IBM's going to jail. Wack, Luce Cannon, shit. Nojumper or Adam 22. Everybody has been to be locked up. Trump don't let them out, no. Don't let their ass out, cuz.
Head of the IBM, or we not even gonna say it was the IBMs there. I'm gonna give you that much. You being the head of the IBM, or we not even gonna say it was the IBMs there. I'm gonna give you that much. You being the person with the control. You don't feel like you could have stopped that footage from coming out, though? I feel like you could have stopped that footage from coming out, though, and just keep it in hood, nigga, with the...
Okay, listen, you have to understand this. I'm not recording. Nigga, y'all act like y'all see a phone in my hand. Y'all act like y'all see a phone in Wack.
I understand that, but if y'all overdo it up on accident, y'all done overwhoop something, cuz, you know, you gotta go get all that footage off everybody's phone, cuz.
Okay, so think about this, right? We're gonna keep it a buck. Adam said he got the footage, and he called me while I'm in the parking lot.
But that footage...
I believe Adam got the footage off his cameras, off his building. That's how Adam got the footage sent to his phone through his Ring camera. Come on, y'all. It's multiple angles of the footage, but only one was put out.
And he called me while I'm in the parking lot.
But that footage was for protection of Nojumper's standpoint. That wasn't ever gonna hit the internet. That was to show that.
I don't know where it came from.
Oh, let me tell you. It's arguing they up in cameras, but that's why I'm saying I'm not faulting you for that. But what I'm telling you is, cause you could have controlled it.
I didn't even know it was recorded.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and cash app you that $215 now so you could go to store. I'm a cash app you the $215, nigga. You gotta get all hygiene, nigga. Oh, 6-up. See, the internet gonna respect any nigga that's going to jail. They don't give a fuck. They want to see a nigga ass in jail. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd have been in the middle of this problem a million times. That's what they don't give a fuck about. They want to see the worst shit happen to you. They don't give a fuck. They want to make the worst narrative. But the whole thing is, bro, you gotta go ahead and figure it out because, nigga, it's 3 different stories, Luce.
Oh, shit.
Listen, didn't I already broke it down?
No, I know. I'm saying that's cool. What I'm just saying, not for me, not for the internet, cuz. Just clean your game up, cuz nigga, I don't know what to tell you about this one, cuz the nigga had his ass out and you act like you don't like it. That's what was going through your head my point exactly. That's what was going through your head when his ass was out. Remember, Luce, that's a whole nother case, bro.
Flashbacks go away. Flashback. I'm gonna wanna have a flashback someday. Flashback go away.
Hey, J-Rock just knocked me out.
Flashbacks go away. Flashback. I'm gonna wanna have a flashback someday. Flashback.
Hey, J-Rock just knocked me out.
Flashback go. Talk about when they went to war. Guess who they had to come see?
Once again, Wack100 selling firearms to the Crips.
You better off shutting the fuck up. I'm telling you is on this content right here, is you better off shutting the fuck up.